You're walking down the street. The wind hits your hair just right. The sunlight perfectly catches your silhouette. You're not going anywhere special, just existing. But in your head, lo-fi music swells and you're the lead character in an A24 indie film. Congratulations, you've unlocked main character energy. If you've ever waited for golden hour just to film a TikTok subscribe, this video was written for you. Let's explore the art of self-narration. VR versus AR. What's the difference? First up, virtual reality or VR. Think of VR as your express train to another dimension. When you put on a VR headset like a MetaQuest, your current reality is completely replaced. You're not just looking at a screen, you are somewhere else, a fully computer-generated simulation designed to trick your senses into believing you've been transported. It's about total immersion, whether that's in a fantastical game world, a serene virtual landscape, or a bustling digital social space. Augmented reality, or AR, plays a different game. Instead of replacing your world, AR adds to it. It overlays digital information, graphics, sounds, interactive elements onto your real-world view, usually through your smartphone screen or increasingly through smart glasses. Think of it as a digital layer enhancing the physical world you're already in. So the core distinction is, this VR takes you somewhere else. AR changes the world you're already in. For Gen Z, AR is practically second nature. We're talking about those ever-popular Snapchat lenses that give you puppy ears or transform your face in real time. Many have grown up with this technology seamlessly integrated into their social media. The MetaQuest is a familiar VR device for this generation, making those alternate realities more accessible than ever. Millennials, on the other hand, might have first encountered AR through more utility-driven apps like the IKEA Place app that lets you see how furniture would look in your living room. Their early VR experiences might evoke a sense of nostalgia for those slightly clunky but thrilling early VR arcades, a novelty that hinted at the immersive future to come. VR gaming, learning and exploration. When you think of VR, gaming is often the first thing that pops into your head, and for good reason. It's a revolution in play. Take Beat Saber, for instance. It's not just a game. It's a full-body rhythmic workout where you're physically slicing through beats in a neon-drenched world. Then there are platforms like VR Chat, which is less about winning and more about being social universes where you can hang out with people from across the globe, embodied as any avatar you can imagine. It's about presence, interaction, and shared experience in a way that traditional gaming can't quite replicate. But VR's potential stretches far beyond the digital playground. Imagine exploring the deepest oceans or the surface of Mars without leaving your room thanks to experiences like Google Earth VR. Or consider the world of education and training. Here's a powerful story cue. One medical student used VR to practice heart surgery without ever touching a real body. Companies like Osso VR are creating incredibly realistic surgical training modules, allowing medical professionals to hone their skills in a risk-free environment. Studies have even shown that training with Osso VR can improve a surgeon's overall performance by a staggering 230% compared to traditional methods. This isn't just about learning facts, it's about building muscle memory and decision-making skills in high-stakes scenarios. For Gen Z, who are digital natives, this kind of immersive learning feels incredibly intuitive and engaging. Why just read about ancient civilizations when you could virtually walk their streets? The potential to make education more experiential and effective is immense. When it comes to adoption, Gen Z is often the excited explorers, readily diving into new virtual worlds. Statistics from 2024 show that 75% of Gen Z have used VR. Millennials, while intrigued by the potential particularly for practical applications and high-fidelity entertainment, might be slightly more cautious testers, weighing the investment against the experience. They've seen tech waves come and go, but the curiosity and engagement are undeniably strong. AR filters, social play, and shopping. Now, let's shift our focus to augmented reality, which is all about enhancing the world we're already in, often in playful and practical ways. And nowhere is this more evident than on social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. These platforms are essentially AR playgrounds. For Gen Z, AR filters are far more than just a silly distraction. They're a dynamic tool for self-expression, a way to remix their identity, convey a mood, or match a particular aesthetic in their posts and stories. It's a fluid, creative extension of their digital persona. Brands have quickly caught on creating viral AR effects that turn users into active participants in their campaigns. L'Oreal, for example, saw a 43% greater purchase intent with their AR virtual try-on effects on TikTok. Platforms like TikTok's Effect House even empower users to create and share their own AR effects, democratizing content creation and fostering a highly participatory culture. But AR's utility extends well beyond the perfect selfie or viral dance challenge. Planning a room makeover AR apps let you virtually place furniture in your actual living space to see how it fits and looks. Visiting a museum. An AR guide on your phone could bring exhibits to life with interactive 3D models and layered information, making the experience richer and more engaging. Imagine this at a wedding. An AR filter custom-made for the couple turns the dance floor into a swirling galaxy or makes digital flower petals rain down as guests capture videos. Suddenly, everyone is sharing these unique augmented moments, creating a collective digital memory. AR is subtly weaving itself into the fabric of our social lives, enhancing shared experiences. Millennials often appreciate the utility of AR, especially for practical tasks like home planning or making informed shopping decisions. While they engage with social AR, their exploration might be more measured compared to Gen Z's rapid and widespread adoption of every new filter and effect. What's the weirdest or most amazing thing you've done in VR or with an AR filter? Drop it in the comments. We want stories. Emotional connection through immersive media. Beyond the thrill of gaming, the fun of filters or the convenience of virtual shopping, AR and VR are beginning to touch something much deeper: our emotional lives and the ways we connect. In an increasingly globalized world where friends and family are often scattered across continents, VR can offer a profound sense of presence that a simple video call often lacks. Imagine attending a family celebration as an avatar, feeling genuinely like you're in the room, sharing laughter and conversations with loved ones who are thousands of miles away. This became particularly poignant during the recent lockdowns. Many of us felt the sharp sting of isolation, but stories emerged of families finding innovative ways to bridge the distance. Consider this one family threw a surprise VR birthday party for their grandmother. She learned to navigate the headset, and suddenly there she was as her avatar, surrounded by her virtual family, blowing out virtual candles on a cake. For them, it wasn't a perfect replacement for a physical gathering, but it was a powerful, joyful, and deeply emotional connection during a challenging time. These technologies are redefining what shared experience can mean, offering richer, more interactive forms of remote interaction. VR is also showing incredible promise in therapeutic settings. Programs are using VR to help individuals manage anxiety, cope with post-traumatic stress disorder, or even process grief by creating safe, controlled environments where they can confront fears or revisit memories in a guided way. For example, the Game Change project uses VR to help people with social anxiety practice everyday situations, and clinical trials have shown real reductions in agoraphobia and distress levels. The immersive nature of VR can make these therapies more engaging and effective. AR, too, is enabling new forms of hybrid storytelling and connection, from live shows featuring holographic performers alongside real ones to location-based quests that bring communities together on adventures in their own cities. AR and VR aren't just novelties. They are evolving into tools that can enhance empathy, facilitate social bonding, and support mental well-being, fundamentally changing how we connect. Generational adoption and the road to Metaverse. So who's leading this charge into immersive digital experiences? Unsurprisingly, it's Gen Z. Having grown up with smartphones as an extension of their hands and TikTok filters as a daily form of expression, immersive tech often feels native, not novel to them. Data from 2024 shows that nearly two-thirds, 63% of Gen Z have used AR, and a significant three-quarters, 75%, have experienced VR. Furthermore, 38% of Gen Z own a VR headset, compared to 26% of millennials. This comfort and early adoption are key drivers in the evolution of these technologies. Millennials, while perhaps remembering a world with rotary phones and dial-up internet, are not far behind and are adapting with impressive speed. Over half of millennials have used AR, 51%, and VR, 53%. Their interest is often sparked by high-quality entertainment or the practical benefits these technologies offer, from enhanced gaming to professional training simulations. This enthusiastic adoption by both Gen Z and Millennials is paving the way towards what many call the Metaverse. Now, the Metaverse isn't some single ready-to-plug-in universe just yet. The initial hype has certainly tempered a bit. It's more of an evolving concept, a future vision of persistent, interconnected virtual and augmented experiences that will become a significant part of how we play, work, socialize, and shop. Today's AR and VR applications are essentially the building blocks, the early previews of this more integrated digital future. Of course, the road to this fully realized metaverse isn't without its bumps. The high cost of some VR hardware can be a barrier to entry. Technical challenges such as ensuring experiences load quickly and run smoothly still need to be addressed. Slow load times are a common complaint. And then there are legitimate concerns about data security and privacy in these increasingly immersive digital spaces. Access isn't universal, and these factors, cost, technical hurdles, and the need for robust infrastructure like 5G can create a digital divide. Despite these challenges, the momentum is undeniable. The global metaverse market was valued at a staggering $146.6 billion in 2024 and is projected to grow to $1.1 trillion by 2030. This isn't just speculative dreaming, it reflects serious investment and ongoing innovation. Conclusion. So from catching digital creatures in your neighborhood park with your smartphone to attending a mind-blowing concert from the comfort of your couch wearing a headset, the landscape of fun is undeniably shifting. AR and VR are proving to be much more than fleeting technological fads. They are becoming deeply integrated into how we play, how we learn, how we connect, and ultimately how we experience the world around us and the worlds we can only imagine. Whether you're a Gen Zer effortlessly blending your digital and physical realities, or a millennial marveling at how far technology has advanced while eagerly anticipating what's next, one thing is crystal clear. Whether you're catching a digital dragon in your backyard or joining a concert from your couch, AR and VR are redefining fun. They're not replacing reality, they're remixing it. Hit like and subscribe if you've ever tried AR or VR, and tag a friend who'd 100% wear smart glasses to a party.